I'm Islam. You think you know me, but you don't. I became a major power when this dude named Muhammad was thought to be a prophet of the Lord. He was insignificant dude who claimed to have God talking to him. He didn't want to tell anybody, but his family pressured him into it. I am Islam and I'm strictly monotheistic. I believe in the same Judeo-Christian God as all Christians. My followers, called Muslims, believe the Word of God is the holy book, such as the Bible and the Torah, which are very related to the Quran. I believe that people fall away from God and God sends a new Rasul or a new messenger. Muhammad was a Muhammad was God's final messenger. The prophet tradition went from Adam to Noah to Abraham to Moses to Jesus and finally to Muhammad. Islam means submission to the will of Allah or submission to the will of God. The 5 pillars on which I stand are testimony, prayer, almsgiving, fasting, and pilgrimage. My people have to pray at least 3 times a day because it is a direct link between them and God. Giving is an important standard for Islam. Every year during the month of Ramadan, Muslims keep themselves from eating or drinking from dawn to sunset. Also, the Muslims believe that the Torah and the Bible, like the Quran, is the word of God. Also, you might wonder why we Islams yell or shout Allah. And the reason for this would be because in our Arabic language, Allah means God. My Muslim messenger, but we call it Rasul. Also, we like to believe that Muhammad was God's final messenger. We believe that the prophet before Muhammad was a cornerstone to me. Our prophets were Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and the last but not least, Muhammad. Did you know that even though I have so much in common with the Judeo-Christian tradition, I have key differences such as in the degree of God's involvement in the world, the role of the reason in faith, and the idea that the world is to be enjoyed. Muhammad, our last prophet, was born in 1570 AD in Mecca. In 1610, he received his first revelation from the angel Gabriel in the cave of Hira. When Muhammad left Mecca for Medina, he began the beginning of the Muslim calendar, and at the time he died in 1632. I was a thriving religion. The revelation that Muhammad received were compiled into the Quran. After his death, and 20 years after his death, the Quran was copied down in an authoritative form. Also, another thing about me is that I have 5 pillars. My first pillar is the Shahada, which is testimony. Then after is a Salat, which is prayer. Then the Zakat, which is almsgiving. And the Swam, which is fasting. And the last final one is Hajj, which is pilgrimage. Then you repeat all over again.